We all want to wake up with a lot of energy, and we all want to be motivated and active during the day. But that's not how it will be every day, right? Sometimes we have had enough hours of sleep, but still we wake up very tired and we are not motivated during the day. And if this goes on for a few days, this results in not being as productive as we planned for at the end of the day, at the end of the week, right? And if you are an entrepreneur, of course, you don't want this to go on, and you'll be looking at so many things, and you might say, okay, this is because I'm not working out, this is because I'm not sleeping well, this is because I'm not eating healthy. But have you ever thought about the quality of your sleep? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 6 scientifically grounded tips that help you to improve the quality and quantity of your sleep. We all have a bad night of sleep, and that's perfectly normal. But how could we try to improve both quality and quantity of our sleep? Here are 6 tips recommended by an English scientist, Dr. Matthew Powell Walker. He is also a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California. For a better sleep, the first tip is regularity. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. Regularity is king. It will actually anchor your sleep, improve both quality and quantity of your sleep. And doesn't matter if it is weekday or weekend, or if you have had a bad night of sleep. And the reason is, deep inside your brain, you have a master 24-hour clock, and it expects regularity and works the best. And the conditions of regularity includes the control of sleep-wake schedule. So many people are using an alarm to wake up, but very few are using a to-bed alarm, which is very helpful to improve this regularity and improve the quality of our sleeps. The next tip for a better sleep is temperature. Keep it cool. It turns out that your brain and your body needs to drop their core temperature by 1 degree Celsius and 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit in order to initiate a sleep and then stay asleep. This is why you always find it easier to fall asleep in a room that's too cold than a room that's too hot. So my current recommendation for you is to aim for a bedroom temperature of around like 65 degrees Fahrenheit, something a little bit over 18 degrees Celsius. It sounds cold, but cold it must be. The next tip for a better sleep is darkness. We are a dark deprived society. In fact, we need darkness, specifically in the evening, to trigger the release of a hormone called melatonin. And melatonin helps regulate the healthy timing of our sleep. In the last hour before you go to bed, try to stay away from computer screens, tablet, phone. Dim down half of the light in your house. You will be very surprised how sleepy that can make you feel. And if you want, and if you like it, you can wear an eye mask, you can have a blackout shade, so that helps best regulate that sleep hormone of melatonin. Tip number 4 for a better sleep is walk it out. By this I mean, do not stay awake in bed for long periods of time. The general rule is this: if you have been trying to fall asleep for 25 minutes, or you have woken up and you can't get back to sleep after 25 minutes, the recommendation is this: get out of bed and go do something different. The reason is our brain is an incredibly associative device, and that your brain has learned the association that bed is this trigger of wakefulness. So we need to break this association, and this happens by getting out of bed, go do something different, and only get back to bed when you are sleepy, when you feel sleepy. So this way, gradually, your brain will relearn the association that this bed is a place for sleep. Tip number 5 for a better sleep is something that I find really important, which is the impact of caffeine and alcohol. So try to stay away from caffeine after 4 or 5 p.m. and try to not go to bed too tipsy. The final tip for a better sleep is have a wind down routine. So many of us think of sleep as a light switch. We think we go to bed, we switch off the light, and we should immediately fall asleep. Unfortunately, sleep isn't something like this for most of us. Sleep as a physiological process is much more like landing a plane. So it takes time for your brain to actually get to a state of good sleep. So try to stay away from computer, laptop, your phone, the last 30 or even the last hour before you go to bed. do something relaxing instead. In order to feel sleepy, try to go to bed only when you are sleepy. So this way, you will actually fall asleep when you go to bed. Try anything relaxing. Find out what really works for you. When you found out, stick to that routine. The last thing I should note here is that if you are suffering from a sleep disorder, something like insomnia or sleep apnea, my advice for you is to go and see a doctor. It's like if I'm your sports coach, I can give you all these amazing tips to improve your performance, but it doesn't help you if you have a broken hand or a broken ankle. You should go and treat your broken ankle first, right? So it's the same thing with sleep. If you have sleep disorder, go and see a doctor, because these tips are necessarily going to help you. So in all these conversations about sleep, where do we stand? I think the evidence is clear. We can think of sleep as life support system, and so many people even call it life superpower. It's very important to take care of the quality and the quantity of your sleep to improve your performance in your personal life and in your business, in your relationship, and to maximize your productivity. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe my channel and follow me on these social media platforms.